Hello everyone. It is, or it was, the first day of classes. I was very busy. I'm just going to start doing things chronological from the top. Paul had an alarm that went off at 7. So did I. So we both got up, took care of our alarms, and then he realized that his class didn't start for another 3 hours, so he went back to bed. Then, I got up, got on my bike, got down there. Riding around on a bike is so much harder when there's so many crowds. It's both much harder to navigate, and there isn't a lot of great alternative roads because there's so many people. Let's see. I'm pretty sure my first class was the biology. Guy in charge of that. I'd been in that lecture room before for one of the other events before I came up here. For residency. So a month ago. But yeah, he's in a lecture hall I was familiar with. He's an entomologist, which is insect studies. So if you bring up insect stuff, or he'll use insect stuff in a lot of his examples, which is kind of fun. Not too much work specific with him. Just getting a lot of programs set up for the textbook and homework and whatever else. Chemistry was fairly the same in that. The guy doing chemistry is an older gentleman who enjoys cracking jokes. And then I didn't realize that I had a little grace period for my math class. So I showed up one whole class early. It was the same class, so I basically just did the lecture twice. But he went straight into stuff, and we did the first half of chapter 1 for trig. A lot of it seems familiar. I just don't remember a lot of the terminology. Because yeah, it's just the very basics of trig. And getting angles from circles. I technically have had a lab today, but I got a notification that basically said we aren't doing in person for the first couple of weeks, but we will have online homework just to make sure that you have an understanding of the basics of what the class will be like. We got back after that. I decided to go, after I got everything loaded, and take a wander back into downtown Layton. I think there's 2 magic shops down there, or at least 2 stores that will sell Magic the Gathering cards. I went and looked at one of them. It's an alright place. I think I actually saw them online once through one of the websites I used to just find a bunch of different cards from a bunch of different places because the name sounded familiar. But yeah, I looked around there for a little bit. Then I got back home. I hung out with Paul for a while. And then I finally made dinner for the first time in almost a week, I think. Because I can't remember if I made, I can't remember which day I made the chicken Alfredo. It's recorded here somewhere, I just, didn't go and look it up. But tonight was my sausage potato soup. It took longer than it probably needed to, because I didn't realize how long it'd take the potatoes to get soft, but it tastes pretty good. The rest of the night will probably be pretty quiet, so I think that's everything. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, and I will bid you all a very lovely night. Bye-bye.